When food bad, do not try do not try.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, and I hope you guys are enjoying the content that I'm releasing so far. I hope you guys like, share and subscribe, and I hope you also go ahead and check out the new video that I dropped, honey barbecue wings. Go ahead and check that out and like and leave a comment. So in today's video I'll be making some red pea soup with pigtail for all the pigtail lovers, and for all the soup lovers, and for all the pork lovers. Your girl got you. We're gonna make some red pea soup today. And I also have a video on who don't eat pork or pigtail. I also have a video on how I make my pumpkin soup with chicken, so you can go ahead and check that out if you're not a pigtail pork eating fan. But for all the pork lovers, let's get into the video. So guys, here I have 2 pounds of pigtail. They're already prepped and clean. I went ahead and boiled them off already. I boiled them off about 4 times to get some of the salt out of the pigtail. And I have here some peas. This is a pack of peas. This is like 1 pound of peas. This is the one I used, the full pack of this peas. This is what I use. I use the full pack of this one. All of it I'm going to use. So, and I also added some water on it, and I also added some garlic in it. I add 4 cloves of garlic, and this is 2 pounds of pigtail. So I'm going to pressure everything because, you know, the pigtail is tough and I don't want it to be on the stove for how much hours cooking. So I'm just going to cut the cooking process and pressure it in the pressure cooker. So I'm going to add the pigtail and the peas to cook together. So in here, in the peas, I have 2 cups of water. I'm going to add it in the pressure cooker. And then I'm going to also add the pigtails to it so they can cook at the same time. And also guys, I went ahead and also washed my pigtail off with some vinegar when I finished boiling it off. So guys, let me know what kind of soup you guys like. Are you a red pea soup fan, or are you a pumpkin soup fan? You're pigtail, chicken foot, cow skin. What kind of soup you like? Fish tea. There's endless soup out there. I like red peas with pigtail, and I like all of the soup. Them tell you the honest truth, all of them me like all of them. So I'm going to go ahead now and add more water to this, and this is 2 cups of water. Reason being, I want the pigtail to be covered with water as well. I don't want when I pressure it pressure and the water dry out of it and the peas start to burn. So you want to ensure that the peas and the pigtail is covered with water. And red pea soup is basically a watered down version to stew peas. So it's just, with stew peas, you just cook it a little bit longer for it to get thick, you know. And for the soup, you just leave it as it is. You still want the soup to have body. You still want the soup to be, you know, a little bit thick and nice, but not as thick as stew peas. So let's go set on the pressure cooker. I'm going to pressure this for about 15 to 20 minutes until the peas is tender and the pigtail is cooked. And then I'm going to transfer it to a bigger pot. So let's head over to the stove. Okay guys, so now we're going to set on our pressure cooker, and as I said, we're going to pressure this for about 15 to 20 minutes. We'll close up the pressure cooker and just leave it alone, let it do its thing, and then you set your timer on. When it finishes, you open the pressure cooker, check if the peas is cooked or the pigtail is cooked. If it's still tough, just turn it back on and let it pressure for probably like 5 to 10 minutes more until it's soft. And you don't have to completely cook it soft because we're going to have it in the soup bubbling and cooking at the same time, but you want to ensure the pigtail is cooked though. So guys, the peas is cooked and the pigtail is cooked. So when I opened the pressure cooker, some of the water dried out a bit, so I went ahead and added 2 cups of water to it. You can go ahead and add, it depends on the pot you're cooking in as well. I'm not cooking a lot of soup, but I'm using a big pot because I want enough room for the stuff to cook. So you can just add like any amount of water you want to the pot, depending how much persons you're cooking for. So I'm going to go ahead now and add my ground provision to the pot. I'm not adding a lot of ground provision to it. I'm just keeping it simple because we have the peas in there, we have the pigtails. So I'm just going to add some carrots, some corn, and some yellow yam. And also I found a potato in my fridge, so I'm just going to add it to it as well. You can go ahead and add dashi into this. You can add breadfruit to this. You can add cocoa. You can add chocho. You can add any ground provision you like in your soup, but I'm just keeping it very simple.
Yo, Chefy, don't forget to add the most important part.
What?
Spinners there, mama.
Yeah, everybody know dumpling have to go in a soup. Dumpling makes soup.
No, the dumpling, the spinners.
It's dumpling.
Spinners, mama.
Alright, whatever you want to call it. So now I'm going to go ahead and add all of this so everything can cook and come to a boil. So the corn can cook and the carrot can cook and the potato and the yam can cook. So we're just going to add everything in the pot. And this is the yellow yam.
You know, tell them why yam in the water and a bubble and like after you cut it.
The yam is in the water because I don't want it to oxidize and start to change color. So I put it in the water and I put a little bit of vinegar in it. So it don't change color. So guys, this is how it looks. So now we're just going to leave it alone and let it come to a boil and let everything starts to cook. Let the corn cook, the carrot cook, the yam cook. And then after, I'm not going to add the dumpling in now. I just want these to start cooking first because you know dumpling don't take no time to cook. Not going to add it as yet. When this starts to cook and I see that the corn cooks a bit and the carrot is cooked, then I'm going to add my dumpling to the pot. So I'm going to close this up and let it boil, and then let it boil for like 20 to 25 minutes, and then I'll come back and check on the pot. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and prep my seasoning. So I'm going to prep onion, scallion, thyme, and some pepper to go ahead and put in the pot as well because I'm going to season the pot. So guys, now we're going to go ahead now and check back on our pot. And I made some flour, just using flour, a little cornmeal, a little salt, and knead it up together to get that dough nice and soft. So we're going to go ahead now and make our dumpling to put in the pot. So guys, I'm making my dumplings nice and small, not making them too big. I just want some nice small little dumplings.
Chef, we don't like them dumplings. We don't like them dumplings, chef.
So you want some cartwheel?
Spinners!
I go make spinners as well. I just making like 4 of these or so, and then the rest of them.
I know spinners are really still things thin, but
exactly. So what your preference, Miss Wall?
but the spinners them are easier to eat. They say you don't have to bite and put back
Guys, I'm not going to lie, like dumpling is my favorite part of the soup. To eat the soup. I love dumpling in soup. I don't know, it just tastes nice in a soup. Like yeah, dumpling in a soup are the baddest thing. So guys, I'm gonna give the cameraman what he wants. This is what he calls spinners. Some little roll up dumpling here rolled in your hand. So I'm gonna give him what he wants. And guys, the dumpling helps to thicken up the pot as well. The dumpling and the peas, it helps to get that soup nice and thick. So you don't have to be adding any cornstarch or anything like that to your soup to get it thick. The starch from the peas and the flour will help to get that soup thick. Just leave it alone, let it boil and let it do its thing, and the soup will get thick. Some people like their soup thick and some people like it a little watery. Okay guys, so we're just gonna mix this up, and see the soup is coming along nicely. We're just mixing it up so the dumpling can cook. And I'm also going to season the pot. So I'm going to add this to it. It's the Maggie Soup It Up vegetable soup mix. You can add any of the Maggies to it really. You can add the pumpkin one, any one of them you can find, except the fish tea, because we're not cooking fish tea. But anyone you can find, you can use it. And I'm going to use the noodles and everything in this one.
Yo, quick story. not cut to mix it, but you know, so when we younger, when it swear say, I cut soup, sorry, chicken noodle, the soup color.
Hold on. So guys, I'm going in with I'm going in with some Maggie all-purpose seasoning, and as usual, guys, the amount will be down in the description. The full recipe will be down in the description because this cameraman come to kill me today. I swear to you, guys.
Yeah, man, see, yo, you couldn't tell me say that pumpkin boil out in a soup. You make a soup, yeah, and chicken noodle. One time when I come to home, I throw a pack of chicken noodle and make that boil up and thing, and I say, yeah. Nobody can tell me say that pumpkin soup I make.
Guys, I went in with some salt. I'm adding a little garlic powder to it as well. Also a little black pepper because cameraman, something wrong with you. So we're gonna go ahead and mix this up. And guys, when you mix it up, let the seasoning boil and thing. Don't just mix it up and then you mix it around and then you taste it in your hand and you're gonna say, but this still fresh. Make it boil up first and everything come together and then you taste it. When you taste it now, then you can see if you need to adjust your salt in it or anything like that. Because if you're gonna taste it now, you're gonna add more salt and then you're gonna cook a salt soup. And remember the pigtail salt already. Even though we boil it off, it still have some salt in it. So you don't want cook no salt food. No one wants that. Okay guys, so this is the final seasoning for the pot. I'm going to add 1 whole scotch bonnet, 1 sprig of scallion, and a good amount of thyme. So that's the last seasoning for the pot. I tasted it. It's perfect. You don't need nothing else. So we just want this to boil up a little bit more for the thyme to do its thing and the pepper and the scallion to do its thing, and then we're all done. So I'm going to let this boil for about 15 minutes more, or probably less, probably 10, and then we're all done. So check me back in 10 minutes, guys. Okay guys, so the soup is all done. The soup ready. You're ready for the belly. So guys, you see, it's nice and well sort out. Pigtail well cooked, peas well cooked, corn well cooked. Yeah, soup ready and nice. And guys, rainfall today, so you know it's the perfect thing this for the rain. A nice movie, some soup, and you're good to go. I hope you guys like, share, and subscribe, and I hope you guys give this red pea soup a try. Let me know. Comment down below what you think. Comment down below and tell me how you cook your red pea soup, what you do different, what you add to it, what kind of ground provision you like to add in your soup. Chit chat with me in the comments, guys, and let me know. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.